Sorry for cutting you short in the previous episode, but like I said, I was trying to, or at least I will try to, stay within certain time restraints, because the first time I uploaded Witcher content, it was really long, and not that that's anything wrong. I enjoy watching long content, but some people just don't have the time to do so. The reason being, there's shit to do in life. What else can be said? The reason I can tolerate it though is that usually when I'm watching long content, I'm usually doing, or should I say, I'm usually watching or listening to it while I'm actually doing something else. So maybe for some people when it's YouTube time, nothing else can interfere. But with me, I'll be watching videos as I'm cooking, I'll be watching videos as I'm cleaning, I'll be watching videos maybe just walking around doing stuff. I don't know. Anyway, back to the Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone DLC. We left off checking out, well, we found Covert's body. That's what we were sent to do, but we need to find out who exactly killed him. We could have just reported it as a common murder back to the woman who gave us the job, but a common murder is something that it actually isn't. In this particular case, we found footprints. Well, he was shot dead with a crossbow bolt. We found heavy footprints on the ground from someone wearing heavy armor. We ended up finding an encampment of knights, and these knights are of the Flaming Rose. Now,
a diagram seems to be a few markings on it. I'd find someone who could explain them to me.
Now the question is, why would Knights of the Flaming Rose be active in this area? You have to understand that this band of soldiers started to disband after the death of Jacques de Aldersberg in the first Witcher game. We are the ones who killed him. We are the slayers of Dr. de Aldersberg. And so the Flaming Rose collapsed, and those who pledged fealty to the new king of Redania ended up becoming the witch hunters, and those who did not want to follow the king had to run for their lives. So now we found this band of knights, this band of rogue soldiers. And why are they dealing with Fiztech arms dealers? As you can see, we're coming through their camps in the bushes far from the cities. They're very hostile, very murderous, and it's quite an interest to me as to why exactly these people are doing the things they're doing. Where have they been hiding all these years since the death of de Aldersberg? But apparently we're not getting any answers though. They are being extremely hostile, no one is willing to talk. And so we have finally we've tracked one of the head locations down here in the forest. Hopefully you'll find their leader, or at least someone of authority to talk to.
What's this? Order of the Flaming Rose have a new seat? Not too shabby.
You listen, vagrant. Dunno why you're here, but take my advice. Go back to wherever you came from.
So, why are you still standing there? I need to smash your painting?
Don't like your tone, brother.
I'd say, I thought I was being polite. But if courtesy don't work, we'll try something else.
Not your
Well, like I said, finding someone who's willing to talk is quite difficult in the world of The Witcher. Very stubborn people, I would say. But at least we know for a fact that they are actually dealing in Fiztech. They weren't hunting down in the name of justice Fiztech dealers. They themselves are actually making Fiztech. As you can see, they're actually very reluctant to give us information as to what exactly is going on. Now that we found a sort of head location here in Masks as a young cabin, we're definitely gonna find someone to talk to. Can find Fiztech, finding spirits, lots of ingredients to make concoctions. Potential words to be spoken soon. So, let's see what they have to say.
Bloody hell! Who the devil are you?
I'm a witcher, or as your brethren prefer to call me, a mutant, a freak.
You shouldn't be in here.
And Knights of the Flaming Rose shouldn't be murdering humans or producing drugs.
True. We shouldn't. We're supposed to defend the downtrodden, spread faith in the eternal fire. But Radovid tricked us. He broke his oath, sent our brethren to the front as common grunts, and once the mighty order was bled dry, he disbanded us. Took our lands, confiscated our domains to finance his war. The brethren who didn't object were appointed mage hunters. Those who took umbrage, dared to stand up to him, they were imprisoned or exiled. We're but a handful who still wear the colours. And we must find a new place in this world.
So you turned rogue? That your idea? Wonder what Siegfried of Denel would say.
Siegfried of Denel would... But how do you even... I know you. You're Geralt of Rivia, Jacques de Aldersberg's killer.
None other. And if I had to go back, I'd do it again.
That was the start of our downfall. You were the beginning. Accursed mutant! Draw your blade!
No need to yell. Just ask, politely.
And the long battle of crying pain and death begins. But anyway, like I had said, we had found a... how can I say this? Found a lab, pretty much. They're producing first tech, probably to sell. Of course, drug peddling for money. They do a crap load of damage. But anyway, you can blame it on the first tech. They claim that they're trying to find a new how can I say this? They're trying to find a way in this new world. They feel that there's no place for them anymore. Understandably, their order's over. Their order's finished there. Most of the soldiers were imprisoned by King Radovid. King Radovid is dead. I killed him. But still, most of their soldiers are pretty much in prison or exiled or even dead. So pretty much the Order of the Flaming Rose is no more. And most of those who have survived are now mage hunters who were doing Radovid's work in Oxenfurt and the main city, hunting down those who Radovid deemed fit as potential witches or mages and having them executed and burned within the city square for those to see. Radovid was a madman, I do have to say. King Ziggy was quite correct, and to be honest with you, we did well helping Roach and Ziggy kill Radovid. But in that particular case, it's so. We don't know whether the remaining soldiers are still in prison currently or not. But anyway, long fight. Lots of rolling, lots of not knowing what to do, lots of getting almost one shot. Well, not one shot, but they were getting a lot of critical attacks. Best thing I saw for myself here, though I was getting intoxicated, it didn't really matter because well, it did matter, but I was still able to heal significantly, trying to get some decent attacks on the archers. There we go. Because they do a lot of damage, like an insane amount. This DLC, I don't know. I guess it makes sense though, because when I initially started recording The Witcher 3, I had set it by default from day one to the second of last difficulty. As much as I may have qualms about modal difficulty games, you shouldn't just be able to go to the second of last difficulty and finish a game on your first playthrough. I personally believe that the balancing in difficulty wasn't so well done. I think, I'm not too sure, maybe it was part of their plan. But anyway, it just didn't make any sense, to be honest with you. I finished the game on that second of last difficulty, and I guess they saw that they had made things a little bit too lenient, so they ramped things up for this particular DLC, which I can understand. But for the sake of me recording this for you, it's made things just a little bit harder. Just a little bit. I don't know. We'll see as time goes on how we can make those recordings. I've done these first two in post commentary one after the other, because I didn't know how the DLC would begin, so I decided to take things in the safer route and just record without any commentary. It's just that it's very difficult to budget what to say and when to say, and what to cut out and what to keep, because some of the travel times are extremely long, especially going from one place to another. Like right now I have to head back to Oxenfurt, and that is literally a long way away. But I don't know. If I were to make these videos in live commentary, it would definitely be good for my sake in the sense of time. Every time I play, I can instantly start rendering, which is awesome. And instead of doing what I did now, I recorded in one day. That day finished, and then in the next day I edited, and then in the next day I'm doing commentary for those videos and rendering and then uploading. All of those things could have been done in one day, but now they've been spread over 2 to 3 days, which is not efficient for my time personally. For someone else, I guess it would be okay.
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Fine, I'll pay.
That I understand. Exemplary patriotism, mate.
They were so lucky my hard drive space was running out when I was doing this recording. If I had the time, I would have taught them a lesson.
Avenged your friend.
I knew you'd succeed, puss peepers. I knew it. Go on, out with it. Who was the bastard?
Bastards. Brethren of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
What do you do to them? Scald them with hot irons, pick out their eyes, skin them alive.
No, just killed them.
Oh, so handsome and so boring. Here, puss peeps, your gold. Ought to be enough for an ounce of panache.
And that's that. Rose on a red field. I'll see you soon.